Do you own a Tracksaw? Well, if you do, today's your lucky day, because I'm going to save you some money on an important bit of upkeep, which is often neglected, by the way. It's also going to make your cuts cleaner, more accurate, and more consistent. And if you're like me and you don't like to spend money needlessly on upkeep, then keep watching this video till the very end to find out how easy this handy little money saver is. Let's do it. As you know, Splinter guards get knackered up all the time. So I'm going to refresh this one, and it's not going to cost me anything, I hope, apart from a little bit of electricity. So let's have a look, see how we're going to do it. So I think the first thing we've got to do is heat this up and see if we can make it nice and loose and sticky. That way we can start pulling it off. Obviously the heat gun is going to be the best thing to do that. Let's get this area nice and clear and safe, because that produces a lot of heat. Get that fitment on. We're going to have a nice little band of hot air coming out of this bit. Alright, let's give this a gentle bit of heat and see if it starts loosening off. Now with this bit off, we can check the tack on the adhesive on the other side that's left on the aluminium track. Probably be a good idea to rejuvenate that. Also using the isopropanol or alcohol, whatever you got, something of that ilk, just to clean it up, refresh that surface, make it tacky again. You can see how in such bad condition that was. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move it from a position of where it was to a little bit further out, which means we can then cut a new splinter guard. So you want to get your alcohol rub, there you go, isopropanol alcohol, and a lint-free cloth, something like that, just so it's not going to leave too much stuff behind. And then simply give it all a rub. We just rub that down just to clear off that dirt, because the more you clear off, the better it'll stick. And you can really see all the cuts into that splinter guard. Look at all that mud that's come off it. We'll let that dry for a minute. Now we'll do the same again, turn the rag over because the dirt's on the other side now. Load it up again with a bit more alcohol. Give that a rub over. You don't need to be too vigorous with it. You don't want to rub it all off. It's like a gel type substance, and all you're doing is refreshing it, refreshing the tack, just to accept the splinter guard back onto it. Yeah, you can already feel how tacky that is. Just going to give it a nice little quick wipe down. Remember to put your lid back on this stuff before it evaporates. Now remember the side you wiped, and then literally line it up a little bit further out than it was before, because obviously you've cut it down once already, and then press it down. Just line it up just so there's a bit of a gap between that alloy protrusion, because all you're going to do is cut it short again. So now if we turn it over, you can see we've got a nice new bit of splinter guard. So now let's get the Tracksaw and get that new cut line in. You see we've got a nice thick splinter guard back. Let's get our Tracksaw out. Now even though we're not cutting wood for real this time, we're just setting the splinter guard, you should always wear safety stuff because you don't know what might happen. So I'm putting my safety glasses on, my ear plugs in, and my dust mask. Quick note, if you haven't subscribed to Odd Job Bert, do it. I've got a question about splinter guards, and really I just want to know how long they're normally meant to last. I mean, mine's had roughly about a year or so of moderate use. It's had a little bit of mistreatment, but nothing too serious, and obviously I'm finding that I'm having to refresh it up a little bit. But what's the normal amount of time? You know, how long do they normally last for you? Let me know in the comments. So now, let's have a look and see how that splinter guard is. Now you can see along that line, it's much more stable, it's much straighter, there's no nicks out of it. Hopefully that should give us a more accurate cut going forward. So there you go, save yourself about 12-15 quid on splinter guards. All you have to do is heat it up. I mean, you would have to heat it up anyway to take it off with a heat gun to put the new one on anyway. Literally, all you do, reposition it as I did, and you're away. You've saved yourself some money. You're welcome. Don't forget to check out my other videos on the channel. Go ahead, like and subscribe as well. It helps me out, helps me make more videos. A bad worksman always blames his splinter guard.